Hello everyone, welcome to this special broadcast of the Round 17 VFL match between Collingwood and Richmond here from the Holden Centre on the Richmond Football Club live stream for Richmond Media. My name's Andrew Leonard. Great to have your company for this evening's match. Great to be broadcasting on a Friday evening as well here at the Holden Centre with the main event across the road of the MCG to follow that later this evening. So I'm sure all you Tigers fans out there watching this stream, and maybe the few random Magpies out there watching as well, will enjoy being able to consume this, take this in, and then either flick on the TV or head into the G to watch Collingwood and Richmond later tonight at the MCG. As I said, my name's Andrew Leonard. I'm joined in commentary tonight by James Hickleton. Welcome.
Cheers. Yeah, good to be here. As you say, it's not a bad night for footy, is it? The weather's cleared up a little bit. There'll be a few fans around before they roll over to the big one at the G, so it should be a cracker. Hopefully a nice little atmosphere as well here as a few Pies and Tigers fans just roll in. We can see some interviews going on around the boundary as it just all builds to what's going to be a massive night. Absolutely.
These two sides coming to this game in contrasting fortunes the way their seasons are gone. The Tigers sitting pretty on top of the VFL ladder. They're a game clear with a bit of percentage as well. The Pies down in 11th spot, only a game out of the 8th though, but a significant portion of percentage behind as well. Although they have been in form in recent weeks, winning 4 of their last 5, Collingwood.
Although, yeah, last week they only just snuck over against Frankston, I believe it was last weekend.
The bottom side, yeah.
So that's not a great form line, but hopefully we get a bit of a contest here tonight.
Richmond have won 3 of their last 4, and they had the bye 5 weeks ago as well. So they're both sides in reasonable form. We're looking forward to a good game tonight. Nankervis, I think, against Lynch in the ruck here to get things underway at the Holden Centre. Thrown up in the middle of the ground. Lynch knocks it out the back there. Chance for Brown for Collingwood to gain possession. Couldn't do so. Flicked out the back now. Wills fires a hand pass wide to no one in particular. Nankervis got hands on it. Slapped it out towards the boundary. Tigers attacking the Olympic Boulevard end of the ground, and they'll gain possession here off half back through Silvestro. And the Tigers break through the middle of the ground, and they'll go into attack.
So the kick's going to go long to an open goal square. It's going to bounce. Goldsack's going to get back, but it's going to go through for the first of the day. The Tigers are on the ball. They got it 1 straight, 2 no score to the Pies as yet. And charging through the middle on that occasion, I believe that was Connor Menadue there. Really good work. Plenty of wheels and dash, and got to 50 and made a good job.
I think
good fist
Townsend, Jacob
Townsend, rather. Off to a flyer.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the comments on the stream will be coming thick and fast.
They'll be all over us quickly.
They certainly will be.
But a good start there from the Tigers. Managed to get the turnover on the halfback flank and just charge to the middle. Just constant play on, which is what you want to see.
Yeah, transition through the middle of the ground was quite easy on that occasion.
Back in the middle now, and just a number of players just getting over the footy here, and the umpires found one for holding the ball here. To suggest just dived on the footy there, did the Pies midfielder. The ball's going to be given there to, I think that'll be English with the pill in hand. Handy bringing out the commentary position. Instead, he's just going to dump this one inside forward 50 just to a pack. And Curvis was there, just got out the back there. Silvestro's going to try and gather. Couldn't do so. The teammate there just grabbing the pill was Arts. They ended up getting an Curvis here on the left. How about that for a little snap from the big man in the pocket? The Tigers are away to a fast start. 2 straight to the Pies yet to score.
Amazing to see Nankervis on the end of that one playing the role of the streaking half-forward rover, and used the left foot to good effect there to convert from 15 metres out and snap that through. So the Tigers 2 straight. The Pies yet to go inside 50, so their 2 forays forward for Richmond have been successful.
Impressive there, wasn't it? You don't usually see big blokes just finishing like that. Usually you tell them to handball.
And he gets to rest in the forward pocket. Colesman Jones comes into the ruck to go up against Howe. Lachlan Howe there. And Howe won that tap. Here's Woodward. And he got claimed high. Might get a free here, he will. So he can send Collingwood to their first meaningful inside 50 attack. Boston Villagi at the back couldn't quite haul it in. Loose ball. Wills got a bit of a falcon to the face there to Richmond player. They clear off half back, and as is the way in modern football, numbers all up around the football. Collingwood with numbers, Goldsack, and good pressure from the Tigers there. Jake Arts making sure the ball went over the boundary line.
Did well there, just in a 2-on-2, 50-50 situation, just to get the ball to the line. That's where you don't give Collingwood a chance to rebound from the halfback flank. So he'll be thrown in 70 round from the Tigers' goal. Looking good early. Both sides looking to move the ball quick. Palm from Coleman Jones came down. Ball wasn't taken cleanly. The Pies, with the numbers there, they can gather it. There with the ball was Howe. Tried to get it away. Now a clearing kick will come from Menadue. Just grubbers that one forward. Is picked up cleanly, and the handball given to English. He couldn't hold it. The Pies just trying to edge this one out of there. Broomhead over the top of it. He's got a run in. That was Brown, who can now send this one up to half forward flank. Mark not taken as the rain starts to set in a little bit here. It gets a bit slippery. Now a kick towards the forward 50. Tigers with the numbers as the ball gets out the back. Ballard will go and gather it. He'll sink a shoe into it out to the outer side, and the mark will be taken on the half-back flank out there by Butler. And now he just slows things down as the Tigers look to build again.
Butler up to the wing. Nankervis sits under it. Ball flies over the back. I'm sure we'll see that a bit today. Appleby gathers for Collingwood. Played his sole senior game last week in the AFL. He kicks up to half forward. No one can take a mark. The fall of the ball, it's the Pies. And they will send the ball inside their 50 through the hands again. Tigers with numbers. Good defensive play off half back. Comes through Egglesmill-Smith. And then rapid kick out. Madgen now chops it off for Collingwood. He goes wide. No, 15 said the umpire. Play on the game on the outer side of the ground here at the Holden Centre. It's all Richmond at half back there. Although dropping a mark he probably should have taken was Garthwaite. Falls through his hands. He mops up though, Garthwaite. Kicks down the line. But again, another turnover. Collingwood have got the footy.
Yeah, so the Pies will look to switch the ball back in the middle of the ground. Howe's underneath of that one, just straight off his chest, and then he smashed into the turf, and he's going to get a free for too high there. The bump just clipped the jaw, I reckon, on that occasion, and the big man will take the free kick about 70 from home.
Rain absolutely teeming down here, isn't it now?
It's just started to settle in a bit. Typical Melbourne day. We've had a bit of everything. As the ball's just speared inside forward 50, Broomhead had it all to do. It was fisted away from him. The umpire will put the whistle to the mouth and then just put it away. Coleman Jones was involved and ends up with Butler, who's got some space. He's going to send this one forward. My man Markov underneath it. I like him. He's a real weird unit. Couldn't hold on to the mark. Came to ground level trying to work his way there was Madgen. Just moved it further afield. Pillaby picked up there. And that's Brown out on the outer side. And then he's going to send this one further up the ground. Good pressure in defence for the Tigers. That came from McIntosh, but he's given away the free kick. Umpire found something from nothing. The Pies looking to bring it back inboard. Broomhead will just gather it. Long sleeves on. Perfect day for it. He's going to bring it out to this near side commentary position. And that's Adam Oxley with it. He's just going to go short as the Pies just look to build. The kick wasn't a great one. That was Appleby, just took it on the bounce. Send this one inside forward 50, almost the intercept there by Menadue. Couldn't hold on to it. The big name Curvis gets involved. Now McIntosh with it. He's going to send this one out of the area for the Tigers as they try to just get a little bit of relief. Butler there put a bit of pressure on his man, but the Pies can reload if they can take it cleanly. Get a little bit of space now. Now it just gets dumped to the hot spot. Looking for a mark. Now Curvis sat under it beautifully though and took the mark.
Well, you're surprised not to see Nankervis' name for the senior side tonight, or after only half a game last week, I guess?
A little bit. You think maybe the Tigers are going to back in, is it maybe a child just for a little bit of athleticism in the seniors?
Richmond have worked it to half back. If anything, Collingwood early looked like they've tried to be too precise. Richmond are playing that game style that was so prevalent at the top level, just get the ball forward at all costs, and they're trying to do that again here. It's stolen away though. Woodward, hand pass to Wills. Hand passes out sideways, and Collingwood might get a kick clear now through Cameron. No, got it to Boston Villaji. His kick chopped off though by Lockie Street. And he's taking the mark at half back for Richmond. They can reload again. They might go backwards still. Not sure if that's 15. Umpire's happy to pay it. Garthwaite's got the footy. Runs across goal. And the complete switch is almost on, but they've conceded about 150 metres. They might work out of it now, Richmond, though, through Bolter on the outer side. Punched away. Turnover coming here at half forward. Broomhead goes backwards by hand to Madgen. And he goes wider still. And Collingwood can look to send the ball inside attacking 50. They're yet to score. The Tigers 12 points.
The zone for the Pies shifted really well then. The Tigers looked for the switch out the outer side, but Collingwood zone, yeah, shifted just as quickly.
So inside they go. Nankervis sits under it. The Tigers have been pretty good in their defence so far. No 15 on that occasion. They'll still work it out here through Ballard. Comes out towards the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. Left half forward for Collingwood, right half back for Richmond, outer side of the Holden Centre ground. You're watching a live stream of this round 17 VFL clash. Richmond versus Collingwood. It's top versus 11th, and so far the top side are doing pretty well. 2 goals straight, Collingwood yet to score. They certainly looked the top side early, and Curvis with a tap down. They couldn't get a clean clearance out of there, the Tigers, as everyone just gathers around it. Pies throwing numbers in over the footy as it works its way back out to the line, and it finds its way over. They'll have another throw in. About 80 around from the Pies attacking end. The umpire throws it back into play here. It'll be Howe and then Curvis. Howe just bumped his man out of it there. Pies tried to charge through, couldn't do so. Once again, plenty of numbers around the footy. It's going to get out the back there. That'll be in the hands of English. He's just going to have to throw it on the boot around the corner. Does so. Townsend got a hand on it. Kept it out in front of himself. Did well. Gathered now. Right foot shoe around the corner. Markov's going to sit underneath it. Takes it on the chest nicely. He'll just push back. Not many numbers forward of the footy. He'll wait for someone to move. Instead, he's just going to bring the ball back in board. Good vision there. That found Weller. So Weller with large numbers ahead of him. He's just going to send this one to the half forward flank, look for a flyer. Coleman Jones underneath it, Pies with the numbers at ground level. They handball it out the back of the contest and then decide to bring it forward. A lot of pressure though in there. And now eventually they're just going to get a kick it down to the wing to a one-on-one that they should almost win, but great work from Garthwaite in the support just to kill the footy, or find Nankervis rather. And that'll be Egmilay Smith with it. He managed to get it away, and then Nankervis again. He's seen plenty of the footy early. Got it up the field, and that's Jacob Townsend with it about 60 from home. Took a nice mark. Silvestro was floating back to the square. He was saying send it long. I don't think the small man's going to fly that well. So it gets there. Goldsack came from a long way back, and Silvestro just sat at the back of the contest, but there's a free kick going the way of the Tigers. And that'll be Coleman Jones with ball in hand. The umpire's given the free kick for a push. I reckon it may have been against Goldsack too for that fly at the ball. It's a strange one. I'm sure you're allowed to fly for the footy. Yeah, and I reckon I thought he got a hand on it too. So I wouldn't have said it was all that unrealistic either. Might have been against someone else. He might just be standing there and we might not have picked it up. You'd almost hope so. So Coleman Jones, we're going to get his name on the scoreboard early. Wet conditions, drop punt on the way, and he's just pushed it across the face for a minor score. Tigers move to 2-1. Collingwood yet to score. And what is becoming quite the wet Friday night. The rain's abated for a period here, sort of light drizzle out there, but it was heavy early in the early going of this game, and that's when Richmond kicked their first 2 goals and got off to a flyer. Goldsack brings it back into this near side, the Holden Centre. Wills, it's almost taking out the legs, I think. Yep, it will be. Richmond free kick. So Chad Harris is going to get the ball, and it should almost be 20. Oh no, it's not Chad Harris. It's going to be Mav Weller who'll take the free kick. It's a free kick you don't want to see on a wet night, do you? The rule should be thrown out on a night like this. Yeah. Weller sends it to the hot spot. Oh, big mark taken at the top of the square. And is it Coleman Jones? Yeah, I reckon it is again. And he can go back and have a second chance at kicking his first goal of the night. Bit of push and shove behind play going on. The Pies defenders will be disappointed at that. He's almost taken it uncontested in the end. He's just bodied his man out of it and just took it without anyone flying to trying to spoil it. I reckon it's the first overhead mark we've seen from a longer kick at least today. So really good grab from Coleman Jones. 20 metres out, directly in front, steers it across the face for a minor score. So 2 behinds his last 2 attempts, and he can't get on the scoreboard with a major. So 2-2-14 Richmond. Collingwood yet to score here at the Holden Centre. Round 1 action. We're in the first quarter of this. Sorry, round 1, round 17. First quarter action of the VFL round 17 clash. And Goldsack just sent that one out of the defensive area, but really good work there from Caulfield. Came in late, got a fist on it. Gets a throw in for the Tigers. 55 round from their goal. Coleman Jones do the ruck work for the Tigers. Big man just shifts out of the area and works his way up the field to do some more work. Found his way at the back, but the hands came down. It was sent inside forward 50 by English, looking for a mark in there. Nothing's going. Now the quick snap around the corner, just trying to set something up. Butler flew at the footy, couldn't mark it. That was Nelson who had the shot go across the face. So a rush behind. So the Tigers 2-3-15.
Collingwood yet to score as they bring the pill back into play.
Appleby takes the mark. He's got Goldsack this side if he wants him. It's a dangerous kick though. And he takes the safer option to the outer side and finds Oxley at half back. His kick inboard's a pretty good one, a really scissoring pass to Wellings. Plays onto the middle of the ground. Poor kick though, been turned over. Silvestro gathers at half back. Richmond get it through Townsend now, tries to get out of the tackle, manages to do so. Gruer's there working hard. Going back, Silvestro wins it back to Townsend, and Townsend sends it long inside attacking 50 up towards the direction of Arts over the back, and he's taken the mark. And another good decisive build-up from Richmond, and another chance and an opportunity to score.
Super kick there from Townsend Arts. He only had one chance of marking that against Goldsack, and that was if the ball got out the back of the contest and he could hold Goldsack under it. And it's exactly what happened in a super mark from a bloke who was about a foot shorter than his opponent.
Absolutely. So Jake Arts has kicked 11 goals, a goal in every game he's played this year. Well, he's got 11 goals from 11 games. And he misses this occasion.
Just pushed it as well. It's
across the face. Their last 3 opportunities blown for the Tigers. They're doing all the attacking though early in this game. 2-3-15. Collingwood yet to score. First quarter action of round 17.
So Collingwood will just send this one deep out of the area. And Curvis came in from the side. It's going to come off hands. Tigers were trying to keep that one in. Broomhead involved. Now they're going to bring it back in board. Getting involved there with Smith. Tackle laid there by Gruer. Hit over the footy. Trying to charge on that occasion was Woodward. Eventually got to Broomhead. Now they bring it out. That's Lane with it. Goes down the line. It's going to be intercepted. Garthwaite read that one well. Took it on the chest. Although it tried to bounce off. He's going to take it back. McIntosh. They're going to try to switch the ball to the outer side. Butler's got some space. It'd have to be a long kick to get there. Plenty of air time, but it does. Takes it on the chest on the outer side. He's going to move it quickly over the top. Going to take the mark there will be Henderson. He plays on. Steps around his man. Sends this one to the half forward flank. Man at the back there. That was Miller. Had to fly it. And the umpires found a free kick there. Go the way of the Pies. So they'll look to move it from the half-back flank, but the Tigers have filled the areas well up the field. Just going to have to go back on this occasion to try and just open up the ground a bit. A man just finds himself free. That'll be Goldsack sitting underneath it. He's going to take it out wider. So now they can build down the wing. Big down Curvis for the Tigers there, just having to work his way out there. Just to man the mark. It's a nice little slow build here, and then eventually a kick to a contest. Tigers won't mind that, and it's intercepted well. I think that's Caulfield getting involved there. Took it on the chest. Now they're going to shift the ball to Tigers. Ballard was there, but the man over the top in the middle of the ground was Butler. He's got some space. Chooses to go now, but he just sat it on Gruer's head. Gave the Pies a chance through Cameron to get involved, and now they can take it out wide and build again, the Pies.
They can. And another poor kick into the middle of the ground, but they might work out for them. Boston Villagi, hand pass chopped off. Tigers have turned it over in the middle of the ground again, and they can attack with some venom. Imagine comes through. Managed to fist the ball away from Markov. He might have given away a free, though.
Yeah.
No, in fact, he's earned himself a free for a hold. Just held on a bit too long after he got knocked it on. So a bit of relief. Rain starting to pour again here. As, the Tigers hold all the ascendancy at this stage. 2-4 to no score from Collingwood yet. They're just struggling to get it past half forward at the moment. That Richmond half back line been very strong. Live stream for Richmond media, and they might get a chance to go inside here, Collingwood. They chip back inboard. Oh, dropped the mark on the wing. Bounced off the player's chest. Pack forms on the wing, although Broomhead did well to crash through. Might be a free kick. In fact, it is. It's advantage paid to Richmond. Comes out to Butler. And Butler's got so much time in the middle to make a decision. He ends up going by hand out to Menadue. He fumbled the football, so it's spilt free. One back by Collingwood. Ends up with, it looked like Broomhead. It wasn't Broomhead. It was another player there in Smith coming through the middle of the ground. He decided to hand pass forward. There's Broomhead getting a touch now. Brown on the outer side as well. Richmond pressure again intense. And it's forced over. We'll have a boundary throw on outer side of the ground here.
We're starting to see the wet conditions just have a little bit of an impact here.
It is tough. It is tough playing on days like this.
It's very greasy out here.
Yep.
There's plenty just slipping off their hands. Phone back into play there. Both ruckmen got hands on it. That's Woodward, but he's just going to send this one inside forward 50 for the Pies. He's just gone to a contest. McIntosh at the front got a fist on it, and Garthwaite was there as well. It's worked its way over the line, about 30 round. Collingwood into attack.
It's the first chance they'll get to really set up and try and lock the ball in here, Collingwood. Just haven't had that opportunity so far. Richmond been so good at rebounding.
Haven't it? Yeah, it's just the ball just works its way to the front of that contest, and then a snap-on goal just goes across the face for a minor score.
It was Matty Smith with that snap at goal.
Smith, so Collingwood on the board. Only a minor score, but they're away.
It's important, isn't it, to get on the board?
It is.
It's horrible going to the quarter-time huddle when you haven't got a score on the board.
No, it's never fun. So the Tigers are just going to go long down the line, just trying to clear it out, defensive 50. They've got the numbers at the front here, and they'll work it through hands. I reckon that's Greer with it. The redhead stands out. And he just sends this one into the middle of the ground. Ballard's going to get the ball now. He's going to send this one long. He's got Markov. He's just snuck out the back. Tries to take the mark, and he did well. Read it perfectly, and the kick was just as good.
Yeah, kick was great, certainly to his advantage. Had Goldsack backpedaling as fast as he could, but Markov in the prime position the whole way and sat under it and then did the right thing and completed the mark.
Yeah, he did very well, yes. He's spot on there now. Let's see what his finishing's like. The rest of the Tigers, if we're brutally honest, have completely stuffed the set shot so far. 2 goals straight, now 2-4. Markov, kick on the way. Umpire does a bit of work.
Got it.
But he's happy with it. He just snuck it home to the right-hand side. And Markov, after 4 last week, gets his first today. The Tigers are 3-4-22. Collingwood with just the minor score. We've seen on a couple of occasions now the Tigers, if they can get some clean possession on the halfback flank, they can really build through the middle of the ground and then get over the back.
Well, you mentioned the set shot scoring. It's the first set shot they've converted, Richmond. All their other scores had been, they had three misses prior to that from set shots.
And none of which have been difficult.
No, exactly right. And that was probably the most difficult of the lot.
I reckon it was. The furthest out anyway.
Yeah.
And he's snuck it through.
So back in the middle here at the Holden Centre, Nankervis conclusively wins that tap. Richmond will come away with it via Collier Dawkins. And they again break to half forward. Front spot was the Collingwood player, and he's been wrapped up Oxley over the top there as well, and we'll have a ball up at right half forward for Richmond. Bit of a crowd building on that outer side as well. The Brave Souls, a lot of them without umbrellas. Looks like a team of some description sitting out there as well.
Rather brave, no umbrella. Just rolling with a beanie to keep the pool warm.
And from that ball up, a bit of a contest, no clean possession, and we'll do it all again. About 55 round from Richmond's goal, attacking the, well, it used to be the Swan Street Olympic Boulevard end of the ground here at the Holden Centre. And Collingwood going to the Yarra River end. Well, the Botanical Gardens in, I don't know. Haven't called a game at this ground before?
Wow, you can roll with either. Or just the other end to the Olympic Boulevard.
Exactly right. the opposite end.
Just the opposite.
So the right of screen.
That could work.
Right of screen, left of screen. Another contest, and we've this time got a throw in. No real clean possession on this outer side at the moment. Howe and Nankervis up in ruck. Nankervis gave his midfielders advantage, although Howe's done well to win it back, get a hand pass out. Richmond at the end go hack it forward, and they're going to get another chance at goal here, Markov. Directly in front, 35 metres out, playing in front, about 15 metres in front of Goldsack, and the ball just comes out to him. On a wet day, it's the best place to be.
Exactly, yes. In these conditions, you just want to play in front. The ball's going to be hacked forward on so many occasions, isn't it? So if you can find yourself in that little bit of space and just take a nice easy one on the chest, it's a bonus.
So Markov, he's kicked one today. Kick on his way from about 45 metres is a beauty on this occasion. He's got 2, and the Tigers are red hot at the moment. 4-4-28, leading Collingwood 1 behind late in the goings of this first term of this round 17 clash.
Yeah, it's you sort of felt these goals were coming, didn't you, from from the Tigers. They probably had the better of the play, the better of the field position. They had a few more scoring shots. So you sort of knew at some point, you know, they're going to have to kick in 4 points in a row. You're going to find the big sticks eventually.
Yeah, pure weight of numbers of ball forward. And Richmond have made the most. I thought they're going to, you know, waste the quarter in a way with those 4 misses in a row, and then the last couple of shots at goal have been good. So good start for them.
Certainly having the umpire's going to find a free kick for too high on this occasion. It's going to go the way of Howe. He's going to look for a man to run round. He did in Woodward. He's just going to step around Coleman Jones. The big man couldn't go with him. The handball's just going to come back, and Woodward's going to send this one inside forward 50. He's going to look for a flyer at the back. It's going to come, but it's going to come off hands. It's just going to work its way, you'd think, over the line, and it does. So there'll be a throw in. About 30 round from the Collingwood goal as they look to register their first major of the day.
Desperately needed one at that. Certainly for us as well. We want to see a bit of a contest.
Yeah, we do, certainly. Lynch, Coleman Jones. Real arm wrestle there. Coleman Jones got a palm on it. Getting over it and getting involved now is Weller. On the left shoe, sends it out there. Real up and under sort of kick. It was a good fist there. Coming in from Appleby, sent it out towards the line, but the Pies had the numbers but couldn't keep it in. That was Cameron. So another throw in. Just forward to centre for Collingwood as we tick over 24 minutes gone in this first term. Coleman Jones just came to the front, nice little double palmer. And now they can get the clearing ball. Markov's tracking it, but the line will beat him. So a throw in, 80 from home from the Tigers as they try to steal another one late in the term. They got 4-4 to their names, Collingwood the one behind.
Just struggling really to get it past half forward, Collingwood at the moment. Richmond backline's held up really well. Another free kick being plucked out from the ruck contest here, going Richmond's way this time. Coleman Jones will take the free for a hold in the ruck. Jewel. It's often the 50-50, those ones, aren't you? You're looking and going, you'll just wait to see which way the umpire points.
They're the more frustrating free kicks that go around the ruck ones.
Yeah. Nankervis, Butler was great through there, but he left it behind, and chance for, and in fact, I thought it was going to be a chance for Townsend. He's been pinged for holding the ball. And good tackle there by the Collingwood defender in Mark Keane. He's got Wills over the top. It's a poor kick. Wills had to work backwards into the play. Big bump crashing through Townsend was strong. Comes back out to Weller, kicks inside up towards Butler. Chance now for Richmond. Kick around the corner. There's no one at home, although, siren sounds to beat the chance. Running onto it was going to be Harris, but the siren beat him to end the first quarter. And a quarter time here at the Holden Centre in this round 17 clash. It is Richmond holding the ascendancy, 4-4-28 over the Pies, one behind 1 point. The goal kick